My name is Carlos Walker. This is Art and Hustle Black Authors Matter, and I am here today with Vita. How you doing, Vita?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing perfect. Hey, as I told you earlier, I woke up this morning. So, if you will, if you will, share a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Um, I'm Vita. I really just try to keep myself paced and maintained in school and making sure that I don't fall behind. And I try to do things after school as well. As I'm sorry, as well as cleaning up after school. I'm sorry, and I stay after school and I help with I'm so sorry. And I help with the kids that are I'm sorry, how do I help with the kids that are special needs after school.
Congratulations, because that's
And
big.
I've been helping them since I was in third grade. Like they always put me with them because I work well with other people. But that's pretty much all I do.
I'll tell you, that is very huge what you are actually doing to be able to help somebody else when they may not be able to do it themselves. I tip my hat to you. A lot of young people don't look out for people like that, but you are. So here we go. We are here today because you wrote a book, correct? And you was what, 11, I think it was.
10 or 11, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
your father had shared with me that you was 11, and if you will, share a little bit about the book and your
Um,
reason.
I had a best friend when I was younger, and it was basically just wrote on my friendship based on around that. And the book is just about little girls that wanted to go on a trip and didn't have the courage to ask, so she put her friend in a suitcase. Yeah.
So one, it shows that one, you liked your friend a lot because you wanted to go with you. Now share with me what made you actually write this book.
Um, I had a lot of creativity and I just thought I should write a book. Like I should put my creativity into writing a book. And I did.
Did you do the artwork too?
No.
Okay. Someone who did the art?
Um, my dad's friend's daughter,
Okay.
Amaya,
Okay. So y'all tag team created this book, and I think how many copies have you sold?
1000.
Congratulations once again. Look, you do know they say they say that only two most authors only sell up to 250 copies in their entire life. So you have what did that times three, times four. So one, I want you to clap your hands for yourself because I can promise you, look, I know adults that don't do this. And for you to have been and sold 1,000 copies, that's special.
Thank you.
I think you need to be talking to most of the adults that I know and sharing with them some of your trials and tribulations, some of your ups and downs on selling books. But how did you do it?
Um, I just knew people, I guess. I'm not really sure they liked the book.
Mm.
I think people were more interested in the fact that I was at such a young age writing a book. And that's why people were buying it, but a win is a win.
And a win is a win. Look, one thing I can say, and to your point, is that when young people write a book, I'm 44, and don't get me wrong, I sold a lot of books. But to be your age, when a young person does something that an adult haven't done, and you say, "Look, I wrote this book, blah blah," they literally throw money at y'all. I'm working right now to inspire a bunch of young people to do what you have already accomplished, and that's one, not to write, but two, step out on faith and put your material out there and watch what happens. They don't even know that they could be making a ton of money selling books, and you done this. So, you shared a little bit about your best friend and why you chose to write the book. But give me the story behind the characters and their
Um,
names.
Ashley and Stephanie,
Okay.
and basically they were already having a sleepover or something something. They were best friends and they were already correlating. And basically they were going on a trip for Christmas. It was like a Christmas trip, and um Stephanie decided that she didn't want to ask her parents, and she was decided that she should sneak Ashley into her suitcase. So she snuck Ashley into her suitcase, and the parents caught her in the suitcase because what are you doing? And they just said overall all you have to do is ask because they've known the girl forever, and that was the moral of the story, that if you want something that you should just ask for it.
Mm. Have you read this book to youth, to young people?
I read it when I signed it. Oh, I read it to a few children. Yeah.
Okay, I want to inspire you. Just think about it. Because a lot of kids kind of like in your book don't know, just ask. They don't know that a lot of they could get a lot more done. And to be honest, not just kids, adults. Adults need to know the lesson that you have in your book. We don't even realize sometimes that asking a question and getting help can literally take you a lot further than you trying to do something on your own. Kind of like the two characters in the book. They tried to do it on their own and they got caught. But the lesson that you're giving us, the readers, is that you ain't got to do it alone. You can ask and watch. Sometimes people may say no, and it's okay if they say no. But you can get a lot further just asking a question. So once again, you probably gonna hear me say this a few times. Thank you for sharing that information with even adults because we don't know everything. We are still learning in the mix of this, and some people just wasn't they get afraid to ask a question.
Mhm.
So thank you. Very wise for your age. So
Thank you.
what was what was the hardest process of you publishing your book?
Um, Honestly, it wasn't hard. I had fun. I had fun with it. So I enjoyed writing the book. So I didn't think my least favorite part was probably waiting for it to be processed and
Okay, so what was that? What was that feeling like? And you was anxious to get a book in your hand, or
I was anxious that, like, I don't know, it was like a milestone. Like, I'm at such a young age writing a book. I don't know. I felt accomplished.
and you are. Look, I think your father said you're what now? How old? 16? Have you wrote another one yet, or is there another one in the process?
There is another one in the process, and I think I want it to be a series.
Okay, that's dope. So that means that you plan on not just writing just these two. Is a few in this series.
Mhm.
Okay, look, I am proud of you. One for just stepping out and creating. Most people have, I know adults that done shared stories with me and told me, oh, I thought about writing a book. The process was there, but guess what they never took? The action. And for you to say, you know what, I'm thinking about it and move on it, you have done something that most adults were too afraid to even try because they didn't know that they don't know they could have probably been unsold now hundreds of thousands of books, at least tens of thousands. But they allowed fear to stop them. And here you are done sold 1,000 books and they haven't sold one. And for the adults that's watching this, I'm not shooting you down. I'm telling you to write. Because if she can do it, Avita can take the step at 11 and write this book and now sell 1,000 books. Y'all too can. And I need y'all to. So here we go. What do you want reader? I think I've already got this answer, but I ask it anyway. What do you want readers to feel when they read your book?
I want it to be a sense of nostalgia. Like when you were a kid, you did sneaky things without asking and you probably got caught. So I want it to be like a sense of warmth and nostalgia for children, for I don't know about teenagers, but for elementary schoolers. And it also provides a lesson, so I thought it was a good book.
Okay. What advice would you give to others, other young writers or older writers?
Just keep working. You just got to get through it. Just keep doing it because it's not it's not going to get easier, so you just have to get through it, and you just have to what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry. You just have to pursue it. You just have to. Or else you're not gonna win. You If you don't try, you're not gonna be able to you're not gonna have anything to compare it to. So
Or I'm gonna use your word that you used earlier. You won't be accomplished. You have an accomplishment that, and many more that's going to be in that's on the way. But this one is already done, and for that itself, that's huge. Um, where can people buy your book and follow your
on
journey?
I'm sorry. On Amazon and My Journey. I don't really use social media. So I'm not sure. Just Amazon and my father.
Look, he most definitely look big this up, and I see why. One, you're very bright. Two, you know what it is that you want people to learn. When I talk to most adults about even writing a book, they say, "What am I going to talk about?" As if they don't have no journey and no advice to give. And at 11, you figured out what to drop and what you want to share with a group of people. Once again, I don't know if you know how great you are, but you're great. And
Thank
for
you.
me, yeah, and I know your father know. If I don't know nothing else, I know he bigs you up every time. Look, it done been a few times he brought you up in the conversation, but this right here, I appreciate him for connecting us. So then, guess what we can do? Share the journey. They can actually see the journey. And I ain't telling you to jump on Instagram or at social media, but people do need to be able to know about your journey, about the books that you create, because you have more that's on the way. And if they don't do nothing else, let them see the creative process when you're writing stuff down, because you are a light in this world that can inspire a bunch of young people to write, to make money off of their product. Look, you created a product. Can't nobody take that product from you. And if I would also tell you, I don't know how often y'all go out and do events or sell books, but see if you can purchase some author copies. And whenever you go places, look, make people buy. If you don't know nothing else, look, I wrote this. What they gonna do is more than likely throw you money, because this is something you said it earlier. A lot of adults haven't done this. So for you to be able to have done it, giving you money because of that in itself is well worth it. They feel like they have received something for their something special, and they're pouring back into someone special. So before we leave, I do want to ask a question. I need well ask you to do something. I need a word of wisdom for anybody who's older or younger, anybody who's in a creative mode and want to write, anybody who's going through something hard. What would be your word of wisdom to them?
Just do it. All you have to do is write, and all your problems are just gonna fly away. Because you can't fail if you don't try. So you have to try.
You cannot fail if you don't try. And then, to be honest, to pick it back off for you, it's not even a failure. It's something that you learn from. You're very wise for your age. And once again, share with them where they can actually purchase the book.
On Amazon.
Hey, so thank you for joining me. Vita, continue to be great. I can't wait to make sure I'm gonna make sure I purchase your book. Um, I'm gonna need you to sign it, so I'm gonna make sure what I say get to you because I need your signature. I'm into signatures,
Thank you. I think he's ready to be let up now.
huh?
I think YC is ready to be let up now.
Oh, I got you.
Thank you.
All right, hold up. Peace and blessings, bro. What up?
Can you see me? Can you see me?
I cannot see you.
Hold on. Let me try to. Hold on. 2 seconds. Let me. Are we here?
There
Are
we
we
go.
here?
Hold on. Let me get rid of the other one. There we go.
There we go. All right. Now I'm gonna tell you, I am very. I'm been cheesing over here the whole time. Not only see me and him met at South by Southwest on a road trip. This it's artists of all different cultures chasing like to spread our passion, et cetera, et cetera. And me and him vibe greatly. And for him to have that beautiful book he has, I don't know if he told you about his whole book, but he has this whole world breaking book. They actually just started making a movie about it somewhat similar to yours. The Hitler took over the world. You saw the joint?
I
The
have
Man on the
not.
High Rise? Yeah, I
Mm,
got mad at it. I was like, no, that's his. Like, but anyway, she forgot this one part. She had this something in school that made me take away all of her electronics.
mm.
And when I walked into her room, I'm expecting her to be in the corner crying. She was in there writing a book. Yeah, she
That,
used her creativity another way. So, and once I saw that, I was like, yo, because I do music. I'm like, this is a different version of writing. That's my daughter for real. You feel me? Like, so I got super excited. So, we end up having a book signing event. We did. We spared no expense for real when it came to making the book. Got the perfect type of paper. My friend's daughter, who is also black, we started a business called Magical Melanin, a book publishing company. And her the person that illustrated it is another black girl who actually goes to Howard right now, and she majors in architecture. So she's doing her thing right now. So it's two beautiful young black women of color doing their thing. And I was just super excited about it. So I'm super proud and thankful for you to let her on your channel and for her be able to, express. I saw her talking her words and whatnot. I can see she's smart. Look at you playing the crowd and all that good shit. So I'm super ecstatic about everything. But I just wanted to key in and just say that I want to connect y'all more because one thing she has to learn from you is the actual hustle of the book. She made the book, but she has a dad like me that's like, when you asked her how did she get it out there, I was like, that's me. I'm stuffing it in everybody's face. I got a beautiful daughter that makes books. You feel? I'm going everywhere, stuffing it in their face. But we end up having a book signing at a chestnut field that used to be an old slave farm, and I think it was Fort Washington, Maryland. And she had a beautiful book signing. Her and the illustrator, they sold about 500 copies that day. And then since then, we've been doing through Amazon, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, she's on her path, and then I've seen sneak peeks of her series that she's about to do. So be ready for it. And everything's on Amazon right now. So like she was saying,
got you. Proud father, proud daughter.
yes,
Look, one is as crazy as this might sound. I'm grateful that you actually did take her electronics away from her. And if she might have got in trouble at that moment because you wouldn't have this book if that if none of this happened. So
yeah.
it's like everything happened for a reason. But the great part about it, look at what has been accomplished. Well, like I said, like I told her, for her to have sold 1,000 books, you being the one that pushed it, her being the one that wrote it, y'all really truly don't know how inspirational that is, and how this. I pray that this conversation right here inspires a lot of parents to spare no expense in their kids,
Hmm.
but to take away the electronics for a second to spark the thought in their children.
Yeah,
They
just
don't,
so they can see who they are. They don't know who they
man,
are. They looking at somebody else all day.
because they doing this. But one thing changed your daughter's entire situation and brought out some the best in her. And that right there, I tip my hat to you. I tip my hat to her. And y'all continue to be the writers that you are, because your father is
Mhm.
amazing musician, amazing rapper. Look, you an amazing writer. Both of y'all writers. And I am grateful to know him, but to get to know you as the author that you are.
Mhm.
So for me,
Yeah,
from
we
one
highly
author,
appreciate it. But I did want you to tell her like
oh no,
the
I was
about
gonna
your
do it
joint,
out.
bro.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
about
do
to
it
say, bro,
off
because
of here.
he a little deep with his. He like it's a little different.
Yeah, I was gonna do it as soon as we jump off.
Oh,
So,
okay.
look, my name is Carlos Walker. This is Art and Hustle, Black Authors Matter. This is Vita. This is my brother Wasek. Peace and
Ah,
blessings.
peace and blessings.